Little Hannah and the Magical Paintbrush. Once upon a time, in a small, colorful town named Harmonyville, there lived a kind and imaginative girl named Hannah. Hannah loved to paint and draw, creating beautiful pictures that brightened everyone's day. Her parents were very supportive, always encouraging her to pursue her passion. One sunny afternoon, while Hannah was painting by the river, she noticed a shimmering object floating on the water. Curious, she reached out and picked it up. It was an exquisite golden paintbrush that sparkled in the sunlight. As she held it, a warm, gentle voice echoed in her mind. Hello, Hannah. I am the magical paintbrush, and I can bring your paintings to life. Use me wisely and for good, the voice said. Hannah's eyes widened in amazement. She couldn't wait to try it out. She ran home and painted a beautiful, vibrant butterfly. As soon as she finished, the butterfly fluttered off the canvas and danced around her room. Hannah giggled with delight. Excited by her discovery, Hannah decided to share her new gift with the townspeople. She painted a garden filled with colorful flowers, and as the flowers sprang to life, the townspeople were overjoyed. They praised Hannah for her talent and kindness. However, not everyone in Harmonyville had pure intentions. A greedy man named Mr. Tony heard about Hannah's magical paintbrush and devised a plan to steal it. One night, he sneaked into Hannah's house and took the paintbrush while she slept. The next morning, Hannah was heartbroken to find her paintbrush missing. She searched everywhere but couldn't find it. Meanwhile, Mr. Tony used the paintbrush to paint gold and jewels for himself. But to his surprise, the treasures he painted vanished as quickly as they appeared. The paintbrush would only create lasting things if used with good intentions. Determined to get her paintbrush back, Hannah decided to confront Mr. Tony. She approached his house and knocked on the door. Mr. Tony, frustrated by his failed attempts to keep the treasures, reluctantly let her in. Mr. Tony, I know you have my paintbrush, Hannah said calmly. It won't work properly for you because it was given to me to spread joy and kindness, not greed. Mr. Tony scoffed, but deep down, he knew she was right. He handed the paintbrush back to Hannah, feeling ashamed of his actions. Hannah smiled warmly. Thank you, Mr. Tony. Maybe we can use the paintbrush together to make Harmonyville a better place for everyone. Mr. Tony was taken aback by Hannah's kindness. He hesitated, but then agreed. Together, they painted a magnificent playground for the children, a beautiful park for everyone to enjoy, and a shelter for those in need. As they worked side by side, Mr. Tony began to feel the joy of giving and helping others. The townspeople noticed the change in Mr. Tony and welcomed him with open arms. He learned that true happiness came from sharing and caring for others, not from hoarding wealth. From that day on, Mr. Tony became one of the kindest and most generous people in Harmonyville. As for Hannah, she continued to use the magical paintbrush to spread beauty and happiness, always remembering that the greatest magic of all was the kindness in her heart. And so, Harmonyville thrived, filled with love, generosity, and the vibrant creations of little Hannah and her magical paintbrush.